Yo.
Oh, hello Martin,
Alright, yeah.
Oh, good man, good.
What's the time? 10 to 10?
Quarter to 2 I think, yeah. How you doing, alright?
Well, yeah. I'm just having a bit of a beer in the garden. It's blown my head a little bit and I'm trying to write this shit out, and I've sort of gone, the first antagonist is sort of Barnett Holmes, but I've listed it with 12 people leading up to the chief exec. Well, they're all colluded, haven't they? I've got to get it all in one go.
No, this is the most unbelievable case I've ever heard in my life. I've never heard, not because you're a friend,
Yeah.
I've never heard such victimisation from a legal entity. Right?
Yeah.
The council basically is a legal entity. I've never heard them go out for someone like this.
Well, I tell you what, Steve, I'm not kidding you. You can go to the court tomorrow. The security guards are worried that I'll get the place shut down and they'll lose their job.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
You just got to keep fighting it, Martin.
I think I've busted it. It's not just a question of fighting it.
Yeah.
I really do think I've switched everything back on YouTube. It's all there. Only the one where Pauline was discredited,
Yes.
I edited out that Raj battered his kids. I'm going to put the full version up tonight. You understand?
Yeah.
That's where I put that squeaking, the crow. When I put I put a crow or something in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm going to take that one down. Well, I'm going to leave that one up, and I'm going to put another one up. I mean, that judge, right, he's a cunt. Pauline's been totally discredited 3 times by the magistrate, twice by the Wood Green Crown Court judge, and I know what her problem is, because she wouldn't go through the scan machine. She got a pacemaker. I don't know what sort of medication those guys are on, but I know it fucks her brain up.
Have you ever had words with Dunn? I know it's late now to...
Well, I did phone him. I've told him what's gone on, and I've
Yeah.
told him basically he is central to the blame.
Yes.
But it's not his fault, because it's the legal aid.
The thing is, Martin, I wish
It is his fault, because he's the wrong mentality, right?
No, what I'm going to say is,
Yeah.
if only you could have got it at mistrial because of the perjury, then you could have...
Mate.
Yes.
They were in a hearing. They were trying it without telling me it was an actual trial.
Okay.
They were going through all the dates and all that, and he removed my capacity to defend myself. The next step was going to be, Slammo, you've lost your fucking house. So that's what, just before he removed my capacity, so I went berserk, before he removed my house. So they were in that, this is what I'm just explaining, matey boy's here, right, from next door. I'm just explaining to him exactly what you've just, see, you're sort of studied law, you're right. They fucking, what was it, did my capacity, what did you say?
Well, I was talking about a mistrial and the
Yeah,
perjury,
right, yeah. They were actually in a trial without actually telling me it's trying. You understand? So really, Raj was there, Tonya was there,
Well, how can
Lisa was there, all these people were there. The 2 barristers, like Lisa's barrister and this bastard from Judges and Priestley, they were actively engaged in a trial. So I'm going to take them all down.
Of course. And the thing that you were denied the disclosure of evidence.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Because when I said to the clerk when I steamed out, so the clerk come running down the corridor. See, the judge had called all the security guards, so they were coming down the corridors anyway.
To do what? Restrain you?
Well, that was just sort of theoretically, yeah. But I'd already told them, you guys are not coppers. You lay one finger on me, and I will sue you.
Yeah.
I told them that yesterday.
You have them for assault.
Yeah, that's right. So they knew they just could not fucking touch me.
Yeah, but you can't remain in a courtroom, Martin, without any defence.
Hey, look, when I actually walked out, I said to the judge, I'm now ringing 999, I'm going to get a psychiatric ambulance to take me home. So I averted that, ain't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on my way to a psycho ward, padded cell. Judge can't touch you, can he? It's just what you said. It's absolutely fucking true as far as I'm concerned. I declared my faith in God. Alright, I raised myself above it all.
Yes.
I do not recognise this call. I'm going to call the 999 and get myself fucking home.
Well,
But it took me 2 minutes, say, for example, to turn the computer off because I had my external drive. I don't know if I've corrupted it.
Martin, Liam Brady's just done it. You know Liam Brady?
What, he's got himself up to Scotland?
He actually he walked out of the video conference
Yeah.
saying he doesn't recognise the calls.
Yeah.
They can't touch him now.
Yeah.
Can't touch him.
Well, he's still in prison though, isn't he?
He's in the mental. He's in the.
Yeah.
He's in the hospital.
Yeah.
But they can't touch him. They can't do anything. They can't rule a judgment against someone who's not there.
Well, this is the bottom line as well, isn't it? I mean, he's judging. I'm there to defend myself, and he's removing my defence. Who the hell does he think he is?
I've never heard anything so ridiculous in all my
Well,
life.
I've had this before, Steve, but not on this colossal level with the full weight of like, what? Okay, Ada McCarthy, Pete, right, hang on, let me count them. Tonya,
Yeah.
Pauline,
Yeah.
Raj,
Yeah.
Lisa,
Yep.
PC Wigley,
Yep.
Ada McCarthy,
Yep.
Lisa's barristers,
Yeah.
there was, two of them, Pryor Patel. Now, when they first contacted, they said contact Pryor. So I spoke to her, I said, look, don't you realise she's off a tree? Yeah, we'll put you, she never admitted it, but she said, show me the evidence when we get to the first hearing. She was on my side,
Yeah.
on the phone call. She knew she had a dead-end case, but they're trainees, aren't they? So this is if I'm going to throw it all fucking back. She was really nice to me, and then she deserted me at the trial, at the court, but then they told me she's no longer working here. But she is. She was there today. Alright, so, and don't forget, Lisa was 2 trials, wasn't it? So it's a double Lisa, with Duncan Lewis, a barrister and Pryor Patel acting as a solicitor, I guess, holding Lisa's hand, plus judges and Priestley, and there was another African woman, who I don't know who that was, but she was opposing me. So all in all, there was Raj, Tonya, Pauline, Lisa, Sarah, Aidan, 2 barristers and 2 solicitors, all engaged in perverting the course of justice because I've actually been assaulted. And they were duping the judge. Now this judge, he was a bastard to me. He's a right sort of hanging judge theory, schizophrenic, completely psychotic. When he finds out that he's been duped, he's going to have their fucking bollocks off. I'll tell you what, if Tonya turns her light on tonight, I will brick her windows. I'm going to go over to that Pauline's camera tomorrow and I'm going to fucking have it down. Alright, that camera, if my telescope gets nicked, they're going to go, oh no, we never saw it. Alright, so it's coming down. They've already abused that camera. When Tonya's abusing me, they've never, right, as evidence, they've just wiped it or whatever. They've ignored it. But when I have it's there to spy on me, right? Not Tonya on the roof of her house fucking swearing at me. Yeah, and you filming me now on fucking Christmas Day. Who the fuck does she... I said to the clerk, that woman is Gail Nicholas's cousin. Marie Nicholas is the mental health fucking solicitor. She fucking grows weed in Palmer's Green. She's pissed off with me because I grassed her up to the education authorities for smoking weed, driving a car and teaching kids. Because that is what's fucking happened to Tonya. She fucking picked on me. Richard Bell, the hate crime, said write out a report, and you know me, I can't stop. I have to fill it all in or not at all. So that got sent off to the priority intervention team. They did fuck all. It's me who got Tonya to turn her light off, don't forget. And that happened a week before the judge put that fucking prison shit on me. I phoned up the old bill. I said, why does Barnet Council, Barnet Police allow the harassment of a defendant to just go on unchallenged? What's going on? You've killed me. You can have my house. I'm walking out of here. I'll tell you, I did a complete surrender under the fact that the council just loves harassing a defendant, and so does the local police and all that shit. And then bang, a light goes off. And that was a week before the hanging judge put that 3-month prison sentence. When he finds out that he's put prison sentence on someone, and when he finds out why I really did bite back, I think he's going to put Tonya in jail. You understand?
Yeah.
Just she's had all that advice from Gail Nicholas. The Gail Nicholas himself said, I don't give a fuck about her, it's Marie Nicholas. Right, she brings Tonya her gear, and Tonya, when she goes to get her gear, she goes down to Palmer's Green, gets it off of her. But it's the other cousin, the one that's not a solicitor, who runs the farm. You know, these fucking social workers, they're all on blow, right? They score off of each other. It's well known. I've scored off of Marie. I've scored off of Tonya. Tonya's scored off of me. That's it. That's the only bit of dealing I've ever done in this street, just between me and Tonya over the back gate. We were doing it all over the back gate ever since Keno fucking moved in. Yeah. He's been hustling everyone for fucking gear. I'll tell you, every time I've told the old Bill, I told the court today, every time he crosses over it, I'm fucking ringing 999. I had a word with the old Bill last night.
Yeah.
You don't ring 101, you ring 999.
Yeah.
These safer neighbourhood cops, they're not coppers, they're volunteers. Yet this bitch is walking around in a police uniform. She was duping me all the way along. I'm going to take her job down.
I think there's a lot of people you should go after now.
Well, I'm going after them all. The clerk said, put it in writing. Like I'm talking to you now, I've just told everything like I just said now to the clerk afterwards, but she already knew it. When I had that prison shit on me, she was in the reception. I was chatting up the receptionist, this beautiful African woman that I mentioned.
Yeah.
Right, well this was a woman behind there just doing the typing or something. She's a clerk. But she was the clerk, because when I turned up, she calmed down the judge. It was the same hanging judge as before. But she was running 2 courts. So she went out for about 20 minutes, and it's during that 20 minutes this judge's psychosis completely changed. Now, they said they were audio recording it. She said it was all audio recorded, and I'm going to go down and get the tape tomorrow.
Unbelievable, man. This fucking judge is a Nazi. He's not
Look,
fucking
stay away
Gestapo
from
boy.
Keno.
No.
Right? I'll fucking tell you. Just don't go up there, nothing.
Alright, cool.
He's got to feel it. Alright? He's brought all this. Really. He's
Yeah.
fucking done it.
Yeah.
Right? Keno is MI9. Not MI5 or MI6. He's MI9. Surveillance in the fucking community.
Alright,
He's going to take you all out.
Alright, tomorrow,
Mate.
I'm going to talk to you.
Yeah, easy.
See you tomorrow, brother.
Yep. Yeah, Steve, what?
Yeah, man, I mean... I can't get this fucking Gestapo fucking judge.
Well, it's not... Well, yeah. I mean, how come every time that council tries to fuck me, they use a psychotic judge?
Yeah.
Right? I said to the clerk, I want a woman. If a woman read Lisa's statements, right? I mean, the only judge that's been a woman that read Lisa's statements halted all of Lisa's power of arrest, everything, and that was a woman judge.
Yeah.
Yeah, a woman wouldn't have it. And what I wrote about Lisa, about the Daily Mail, a woman must tell a lie a day just to exist. I've still got that newspaper cutting. And I wrote that on the it's on the front page of the fucking statement. Yeah, BBC, are you good or are you evil? It's all there on the front page, and then from then on it's from the horse's mouth, from the horse's mouth, from the horse's mouth. And Duncan Lewis have totally ignored it. And the council was actively pursued to shut it down on YouTube, hiding evidence. See, it's that fucking, yeah, that Ultimate Defence. Have you read it yet?
No.
Oh my
Got
God.
it, mate.
Judges and Duncan Lewis were trashing it. The same way that I don't understand the law, the judge was trashing me. And also, the judge kept making, oh, these are handwritten. Right? I mean, you know, you fucked me so much, I can't type anymore.
So what if they're handwritten?
Well, that's it. You know, so they're ignoring it like it's toilet paper. I'm not kidding. You need to read that Ultimate Defence, Steve.
Oh, read the ultimate...
Look, you know, I told the Hendon Magistrates Court that that's there to stop Lisa Mayer putting me in prison.
Yeah.
Right. They read that little bit out, but not the rest of it. You understand? Because I emailed it to Duncan Lewis Sunday night. So they've had it a good 24 hours and they're still presenting Lisa Mayer's case. Are they fucking mad? You see, this came out as well. What is it the judge wanted to know that the council wants? And all they want, amongst all that slander, and this is the barrister's words, ultimate repossession.
Yes, that's right.
All right, after all that fucking shit, nothing, me assaulting Raj ain't gonna come out, you know, all that bollocks. So they rubbed it all out, didn't they?
So as you're walking out, what did the judge say?
Well, hang on, I've got to make this note as well.
Yeah.
I mean, Lisa's bundle now is about 600 pages.
Okay.
I said to the judge, even if it went for a full 2 days, there's no way you can go through 600 pages, and you're pinning me down on a little sentence that says, oh, you lost your fucking deadline, when you just said the court don't answer the phone, you know, and all that bollocks. He was going on about Bow Street. Oh, they're always ultra organised. My stuff's always in a nice, neat pile. He said, this court, I don't know where all the paperwork is. No one does. It weren't my fault. All that court had to do is open up an email box for me. End of story. Give me a caseworker. End of story. And this fucking judge just ignored what I said. Yeah, what were you going to say? I can't remember.
I was going to say, what was the judge? Did the judge say anything as you were walking out?
Well, I don't know, because there was a bit of a pushing of buttons underneath the top table. He was like, in my imagination, well, not my, in my sense of what was going. See, I'm trying to pack the laptop away.
Yeah.
I've actually scratched the lid now, this little silver one, because the mains plug was against it. I packed it all in wrong.
Okay.
Alright, so I've ruined my own equipment through just getting it in the bag as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
But in my, on the, say, extreme left of my vision, I remember seeing the judge as if he was about to jump out of an aircraft in World War II with a parachute on his back. You know, the way his arms would have been holding on the door and his legs apart.
Yeah.
That's how I remember him the last time I saw him. There was a bit of a furore, and then I was out in the corridor, and the guards were there. I'm going, get out, you know, don't, you know, da-da-da-da-da. And then the clerk came out, so it all kind of calmed down. They could see I suddenly started sweating like a pig. See, the other thing is, I haven't actually eaten for 2 days as well. I've run out of money and everything. Yeah. And today, when I've come, I've had to walk. I've walked from Sainsbury's to Cockfosters, back, and back to Cockfosters and back. And I haven't done any walking at all now for a good 18 months.
You had to walk? What?
I just had to keep going.
Okay.
I don't know, it wasn't in a temper, I'm not even shaking, Steve. I don't feel, my arms weren't shaking, I wasn't feeling, because I grabbed the opportunity.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that I had a psychotic illness. I just fucking laid into it and said, right, I'm calling a 999 psycho doc. Not exhibiting any psychism, they just weren't listening to me. He was paying all his attention to them, going, oh, he's missed his deadline, missed it. I'm putting my hand up, because there was a valid reason, a valid reason, a valid reason. And then he's going about April the 9th, and I phoned Mr. Dunn on April the 9th, so I'm looking down in Explorer, and I found the phone call. He said to me, don't worry about any deadlines, we'll deal with it. And then, Your Honour, I mean, I did get this out. I mean, I'll get the recording, I expect, so you'll hear it for yourself, matey. But I know I said, somewhere in that court paperwork, it says my deadline is the 13th, but we weren't granted legal aid to the 17th. So fuck you. That's how crazy. But then, that was a really important point. The judge sort of looked at it, and I could see he looked out into the skies if you're looking for a World War II bomber 5 miles away, but he didn't pay any further attention to that. But he paid a lot of attention to the defaults that looked good for them. You understand? That's why I'm going to get that tape, I'm going to run my own psychosis over it, and I'm going to put him in jail. In a psycho jail. And I'll tell you what, there's a really good chance all of his cases, if he's put anyone in fucking jail that shouldn't be there, under the rule of his he's ignored evidence, then he's fucked. He's got to be fucked. And I do mean physically up the arse, because that might wake him up a little bit. I even said, yeah, I mean, this is it as well, right? This is really crucial under the psychology thing. I even said, I don't know what universe I'm in anymore. And he's going, well, there is only one universe and it's here. And I said, well, no, there's actually quite a few. It's nearly, it's proven. We're in a multi-dimensional universe, mate. It's proven. The cunt's trying to tell me there's only one universe now. He's right, but I'm right as well. The motherfucker. He's trying to teach me cosmology. You're off your tree. You spent all your life in your fucking Archibald. I can't remember if I said it in court. I don't think I did. But I said it to all the security guards and that. I bought an Archibald for £3.50 in a charity shop, and I use it as fucking toilet paper. And I'm going to let the publisher know. I am. I'm going to write to those Archibald people. I'm not kidding you. That manual is being used as a way of diverting the psychosis of the judge going, oh, the judges are being unreasonable because of whatever it is that's in Archibald.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
They're using it as an excuse to be evil. That's the bottom line of it. So I'm going to get those. I want to know who those fucking publishers are, where they are, and who the fuck owns it. Who's making all the money out of it?
What, Archibald?
Yeah, I know you've got one.
I'm not to do it.
Who the fuck is the publisher? Better not be Penguin.
No.
I do know the shop though. There's a shop in Chancery Lane. They sell it.
It's not. It's not even Butterworth's. I thought it was Butterworth's. No, it's
Archibald is the publisher, isn't it?
It's Sweet and Maxwell.
Right.
Sweet and Maxwell, London.
London? Oh my god, not WC2 or somewhere. Are they next to Parliament by any chance?
Yeah, I think they are, Mark. They're down WC.
Fucking, I'm going to go down there and I'm going to have their fucking bollocks. I tell you, that book is being abused. I can prove that at Wood Green Crown Court it wasted at least 5 minutes in the following manner. The judge and the CPS, who was quite nice, I quite fancied her, they were sort of comparing the value and the dates of their who had the latest copy.
Okay, Sweet and Maxwell, based out in 100 Avenue, London, NW3.
Oh my god.
And they've actually even got a website, sweetandmaxwell.co.uk.
Right.
And there's, hold on, type what? That's the, fucking hell, yeah, NW3, NW3 3PF.
Sweet and Maxwell.
NW3 3PF. And I get a feeling that's probably Euston, isn't it?
I've got no fucking idea now. Like I said, they fragmented my brain. I tell you, I'm gonna fucking get onto these bastards. I
By the
really
way,
am.
You do know this book, Martin, is published under guidance of the HMSO.
Oh my god, look. At Wood Green Crown Court, I saw them wearing HMCS.
Yeah.
There's HMCTS, and now you're going on about HMCO. Who the fuck is that?
Okay, that's HMSO. HMSO is Her Majesty's Stationery Office.
Oh god, stationery office.
Well, what I'm saying to you is that it's under guidance from her.
What, the Queen?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah, it's under guidance from her.
I told him I'm going to write to the Queen and shut this court down.
You can't actually... Sweet and Maxwell, Martin, can't publish this book. Okay, Thompson, Sweet and Maxwell, that's the official company, yeah? Can't actually publish this book without the Queen's permission.
I knew it. You know, all paths lead to the Queen.
Yeah.
Did I tell you I was in the Royal Courts of Justice yesterday and I met the Queen's practice master again?
Yes, you did, yeah.
Yeah. I tell you, if I can get this thing written out properly and I give it to him, it's going to be game over. I'll tell you what, in a way, I mean, I've had a beer tonight and I really am exhausted. In a way, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. If I can get down there at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, I'll tell you what, even if the office isn't open, I think they'll let me in. I mean, the judge did criticise that, oh, they only shut at 2 and stuff like that, and I said, well, yeah, it does actually say on the brass plaque 4 o'clock, Your Honour. And he's going, oh, all the other courts are... He was criticising the court for its sort of laziness and untidiness and just, no one answering the phone. And he's taking my rights away. Is he mad? He's got to be. But it was when the clerk went out that his psychosis really fucking changed. You know, he went from being watery to being jagged ice to glass to stone. The bastard. He tried to do it in a flash of lightning as well. Yeah, he was a bastard, he really was.
No Tom Mahoney, obviously.
No, of course not. So I let him know. I left him a short message. I've just walked out of the fucking court, and basically I just letting him know, and I don't give a shit if he phones me back or whatever. I really don't. Right, because what he's got to do is this. Well, it don't matter now, because it's on my list. That court, this is what I've got to write out. I need a court order for each one to be arrested. I want a court order for all, because I said this to the clerk outside and in front of Sarah Wigley, because she was ignoring evidence. I've said to the clerk, look, I've just won 4 criminal trials. Now, when you're arrested and you're charged, you are supposed to be given all those interview tapes. Well, I'm going to come to the court tomorrow and I'm going to get you to issue a court warrant to get those fucking tapes within the next 2 days. You understand?
Yeah.
I'm going to use tomorrow to get my fucking court orders and have them all arrested. And I'll tell you what, I think that judge, there's a good chance he will be a puppy in my fucking little, underneath my bollocks sack. You understand? He's going to be begging not to prosecute him. You know, I think I shook the foundation. I'm going to get the Inland Revenue to audit your books. So if they don't put me before a QC tomorrow and issue me warrants for arrest, and to go to Collindale Police Station and get those fucking tapes, all of them, I want a warrant for each one. I was told, oh, the IPC, you have to instruct the IPCC to do it, but that could take up to 18 months. But they will get it eventually. Fuck off, 18 months. Raj could have sold up and fucked off to Mars by then. So yeah, that's what that's how I left it with the clerk. I'm going to come down tomorrow. I want the audio recording, and I want to issue warrants. I want to get my statements. And I'll tell you what, that PC Wiggly, she was coming down, kind of acting like security guard.
Yeah.
Do you need any assistance? And then I laid into her, because I spoke to the 101 cops last night, and they told me she's not, the SNTs say they're not police officers.
So before you left, the judge didn't say he's going to put you in contempt, he's going to hold you in contempt of court?
No, because I think he realised, ultimately, because I said, I don't swear allegiance to you lot anymore, I swear my allegiance to God only, I don't recognise this court. He couldn't contempt me, could he?
No.
Right. He could have contempted me, because one thing, you know, when he did that psychosis switch on, switch off for 2 seconds, there is one thing that I fucked up with. Well, the clerk said that I fucked up with it, but the judge did say, did you come down on London Transport? My bundle, when I put it all together last night, it was 2.5 feet high. You're telling me I've got to carry a tree with me and a fucking computer? So I deliberately left everything behind that was the case against me. I did it deliberately. Now the clerk said, you know, that's what upset the judge. It ain't what upset the judge, it's the judge's psychosis. I was holding my hand up on various points and he was rubbing me out.
So you don't,
He should have said, he even gave me, he said, no, you don't put your hand up. What you do, you sit there and you jot down notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll address you afterwards. But he didn't address me, did he? He just went into, right, he has lost his capacity, right, and that was it. I just waited for that moment. Because it was all witnessed by Raj, Pauline, Tonya, who should be sensible enough to have recognised what's gone on. Raj should have been sensitive enough to recognise what's gone on. Ada McCarthy should have been sensitive enough to recognise what had gone on. Although he's instigating all this conspiracy against me, he wasn't waiting for that, was he? Pauline Cutler, she wouldn't know what the fuck's going on. Lisa Mayer, she's completely fucking delusional anyway, she'll deny anything. But I don't know what the real reaction was with those 2 barristers. I only remember them jumping up and down like fucking a pair of monkeys. As the judge was about to jump out on a parachute, do you know what I mean? Whatever was going on with them, I don't fucking know. But it was like a cinema, you know, like Sarah was sitting in the end chair in the corner.
Yes.
I think Pauline and all that had to move all their legs. So it took Sarah about 10-15 seconds before she actually came out of the courtroom. Maybe that judge said to her, go and arrest him. But what I said in that corridor, she realised I was getting the court arrested. And then I laid into the fact that I spoke to 999 last night. I'm calling 999 now, never 101. Because I've been bitching to 101. You keep sending it down to Sarah. You keep sending it down to Sarah. Yeah, all the time, and they're not there. They spend only about 2 days every 2 weeks on duty. That's those emails, you know, oh, sorry, I'm not in the office. I'll get back to you later. She never does. She's got Alzheimer's. I don't care what it is. Whatever she's done, she's either deliberately fucked things up or she's genuinely ill.
Looking at what happened today, right, Martin?
Yeah.
Okay, let's put to one side what your actions were, your behaviour, whatever. Do you feel?
I don't think I was out of order at all.
No. I'm not. Let's just put that to
The
one
only thing
side.
I'm pissed off about was the guards wouldn't let me take the mask in.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
it.
Okay. Well, let's put that to one side. As an objective view, right?
Yeah.
You. What do you think the intention of the court was today? Was it to evict you?
The council wanted ultimate possession.
Okay.
So yeah, but I don't think that. I don't know. It was well. Courts. Look. Well, you've hit the nail on the head, really, because it's a civil court.
Yeah.
The judge doesn't own it. We do.
Yeah.
It's for us to argue out our cases, not you to dictate the terms.
Yes.
You got it? Yeah. So I am wised up to that, Steve. Yeah.
It's a civil wrong.
That's right, yeah, it's a civil wrong because it's a civil court of justice, and that judge was denying me my justice to cross-examine them.
Yes.
And to be cross-examined.
Okay.
You got it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Whole idea.
They fucked me big time. It's a civil court. We own it, not you. Yeah. That was in my mind. I was fuming on the... I'll tell you what, I said I don't know if I'm going to walk in front of the train.
Yes.
I knew there was a train there, but I didn't know I was on a journey.
Okay.
You understand?
Right.
That was ringing in my head. The bastard, it's a civil court. He removed my right to have my fucking debate.
Okay.
The debate is supposed to be judged. He removed the debate.
Right.
I tell you what, Steve, when I was out there having this beer earlier on, I'm thinking, I'm going to call... I can't wait for... I was planning to say to you, I'm going to put this all on YouTube. But we've had a good chat. But yeah, that bit what I've just said about the civil court thing,
Yeah.
I think I might cut that out tonight and put it up. Because it is a civil court. Guess what as well?
Yeah.
When I was like, I thought I'm going to walk to fucking Warren Street. I wasn't going to get in Portland Square because Portland Square meant changing the trains. That's it, yeah. Instead of getting the Metropolitan line back to Piccadilly, I didn't want to get on the platforms, change trains. I just wanted to get down there, get the Northern Line, bang, to Barnet. One train journey. I swear, I could have jumped in front of a train if I had done that.
You mean take the overhead to East Barnet Station?
No, well, Warren Street Tube Station is only about 400 yards up the road
Okay.
from Portland Place.
Right.
So I carried on walking to Warren Street. About one block up was the BBC.
Hold on, Mike.
I've gone in there,
Yeah.
but they were like the Sky bit of BBC. The main building, I said, look, journalist, I'm on YouTube, I've used YouTube, the security guards loved me, just the receptionist guys, but they said, you know where the main BBC is, didn't you? Now, Portland Place, this courthouse is split in half. There's at number 24 and there's like number 32.
Yeah.
And it's a crescent.
Yes.
And the crescent has got another road running up right down the middle of it. The BBC is in that fucking road.
Yeah, it's on the corner.
Behind the court.
Yeah, there's one. They've got broadcasting house out on the corner as well,
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
they?
So I swear, Steve, if I can get out of bed early and get my head together, I'm going straight to the BBC because I'm on YouTube. They're trying to shut me down and the judge ignored what's on YouTube. This is one thing the clerk said. I said to the clerk out afterwards, you just tell that judge, get on YouTube, Peeping Tom, bang. She said she was going to tell the judge to get onto YouTube. Maybe, because another thing as well, that barrister of Judges and Priestley said, well, see, I think this might have influenced the judge as well. Certainly what my response was influenced the judge, yeah, but I was ignoring the judge. I had to keep control of myself. I wasn't taking much notice of him. I just did psychology. But Judges and Priestley said, they were referring to Raj basically, we want to do a 10-minute thing because our client wants to go to work. That's what he did at Willesden Magistrates Court. All he did was turn up on time. They did him first, so by 11 o'clock he was leaving and back to work. So although it was Raj's trial, he never sat there all day long where the magistrate completely discredited Pauline. If Raj had stayed there all day, there'd have been no way he'd ever support Pauline again. Because I'm not kidding you, she was discredited 3 separate occasions. And during the summing up, it's while she was testifying, he was saying, you're discredited. Now, that guy was not audio recording, and that's why I kicked off about audio recording. You know, you fuck me once on one thing, I learn quickly. If the recorder wasn't on today, I mean, that judge, I say, you know, you're a 23-year-old judge with 7 years experience as a recorder, fuck off. I'm going to take Nigel Richardson down next, do you understand? Hodge, Jones and Allen. He's emailed me back. I've emailed him back saying, I ain't got time to respond to you yet, but I will get back to you. And you remember you left your briefcase in the fucking court called 2.5 hour bomb scare? I'm going to shake his fucking cage that. Yeah, you bet.
See, the only thing that could possibly happen now, and the only one scenario I could think of, is you're going to get something through the post saying that it was in your absence they decided to evict you.
Well, when I got back today, there was a letter from Judges and Priestley. And the judge was banging on about, did you receive a letter from any of the solicitors? No, I haven't, Your Honour, and I haven't, as far as I know.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you one other thing as well. Lee Patrick Davies, or someone at that post office, has been filtering my mail.
Okay.
Alright, and I told the judge, this is it, when I was walking out, I'm going, you fucking cut off communication, you cut off communication, the court when I was in, Ada McCarthy cut off communication, you killed my fucking, you know, I should have stayed there, that judge should have listened, well, it's alright, I'll put it all in writing. Because Ada McCarthy, whatever they did, that priority, when I ran that council, it fucked my phone. And when I went to when I next phoned my solicitor, EBR Attridge, it fucked their phone.
Right.
Springwell, their phone got fucked. They were all changing their phones at the same time, and it was me ringing them that fucked their phone. I'm certain of it.
Martin, you know this letter you got today?
I haven't opened it.
Is it a postmarked letter? Or is it?
Yeah, it's from Judges and Priestley.
It's postmarked. Okay.
Yeah, but I left here, you see, about 7 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. That's another thing that fucked me off. Although the clerk was all friendly, she didn't actually turn up to work till 10 o'clock. I was there at 8:30. With no tobacco, no cigarettes, you understand?
Yeah.
No sleep. Even though I took a whole Zofaclone last night, I didn't sleep an inch. And I wasn't even feeling stressed out. To be honest with you. I'm under so much pressure, there is no pressure there anymore.
Yeah.
I don't feel any different after bollocking the judge. I will say one thing, the fucking street has gone quiet. I'm even sticking my fingers up at Pauline's camera. I don't know. Hang on, let me see if Tanya's turned her light on. Hang on. No, and I don't think she ever will again, to be honest with you. But I'm going to do her for that harassment defendant and all that. I phoned Willesden Magistrates Court again today. Mary Bryan, it's always, oh, can you ring her in the morning? Look, you fucking get her to ring. And do you know what? Do you remember I said about Jeff Lustig having a Filipino who just answering the phone, couldn't speak any English?
Yeah.
It was one of them. She just kept saying, no, ring in the morning. She was like a machine. So I let them have it. And she didn't understand really what I'd said to her. I said, and I said this at the civil court as well to the clerk, that Hendon Magistrate, because they're going on about you can't take cameras. Right, well, I delayed into them about Hendon Magistrates Court. They hit me with a 600-page email the very second it fucking... Yeah, when I got back, I've made a 101 call, CAD 5129. Telling them that I want Ada McCarthy, all that colluding with the judge, and the clerk is 100%, as soon as I said the clerk is 100% behind me, perhaps I shouldn't have phoned 101, but I had to do something, log it as a police complaint.
Yeah.
But, yeah, oh, shit, I forgot what I was going to say. The 101 thing was important, but not that important. you know, I have made a complaint to the cops, naming the judge, the collusion. Oh yeah, the clerk's 100% behind me, and that's when she actually took me seriously. But then she started taking the mick out of me and all. For what was it? I went, oh yeah, wishy-washy Sarah Wiggly. She's going, don't talk to me like that. Whereas on one hand, I'm saying, well, I remember the old days when there was just one cop to deal with. Well, so was I. I'm on that generation as well. But then she was like, she ended up putting the phone down on me. It was a bit weird.
The whole thing's weird.
Well, I said to her, I'll put you on YouTube. And she said, go on then. You can.
Oh. It's the other phone, Mark.
Yeah, all right.
I'll ring you another tomorrow.
Yeah,
Okay?
oh, look, one other thing.
Yeah.
TV's licensing. These guys, they're putting it up on YouTube. The excuses people are giving. It was in the newspaper today.
Oh, okay.
See you later.
Yeah.
Bye.